finishes up Saturday night into Sunday morning, 12 a.m. UTC Sunday. So, guys, get your submissions in. Open up your post in the guild hall. Toss your X link in there. Make sure you've got your call to action to come join the friends. But you're welcome to come be a friend right now. We're gonna be hanging out for an hour and a half, maybe. We're gonna play some duck races. Three people are gonna win 15 USDT, and you guys are gonna probably learn something. If not, you guys are gonna have a good time. So come be a friend. www.discord.gg/CG and friends. I will see you there, or here, or wherever. Right? All right. So what are we doing, guys? I'm sure you did good. No books till next semester, please. Yeah. So long as you focused on your studies, though you've been focusing too much on them contests the way you win in them, damn it. I got people accusing me of impropriety, being like, "Oh, this is unfair. I see only certain people winning." Like, bro, I can't help that. You know, I can't help that. Some people do it better than others. Like, what can I do? But yeah, it is what it is. So what have you guys been working on so far? What have you guys been doing so far with your before and after posts? Anything good? Have any of you gotten almost done with it? Like, are you guys almost ready to submit? Did you, dude? Nice. I want to see you post it in the guild hall. Post it in the guild hall so you have it all set up and active and stuff. Like we can all see your growth together. Sounds good, buddy. I actually now want to go check out your profile. Damn it. Honestly,
Cyrus, I joined
huh?
the meeting for like reading the announcement. I bet you have read it before. I mean,
I was actually
right?
going to be late to the meeting anyway. Um,
Oh,
so
I was, I was, I was, I was already there when I read the message that it's like from now on, it's not really like compulsory to be there, and only if you have something to say.
yeah, but you know what? That doesn't sound right the way that they said it. If you don't have a win, then go and get back to work. Like I don't know how that sounded. I was like, like maybe I should show up still. Like yeah. But I mean, we win every day here, right, guys? Like we hit 100 friggin' people in the live the other day, right? We're hitting numbers every day. We've got people coming in and participating more and more every day, right? Like, hey, what's going on? Umhaj? Am I saying it right? Umhaj? I don't want to say your name wrong. Umhaj? Umaj?
Yesterday, they had a lot of fun doing the kart race.
Yeah.
Like there were only like there were only four of them, that JK, Creon, and then there's who was that again? Shady or Shady? Sorry,
Shoddy.
Shady, and then Arshmallow,
Arshmallow
and
jumped in too?
yeah, yeah, and they had fun, and
That's his new nickname, Marion.
they wanted to like play a different game, like the potty party,
Putt
like it's like
party?
a goal
Yeah.
pot party, yes. So they wanted to play that one, but nobody has the permission to do so, right? And you were
I
like
know.
busy.
I
So
got. I got to talk to the security guys because I want to give permissions to my community manager account at the very least. Like I want the mods to be able to run an activity. Like, but the only problem is um it like it only works with my cold account for some reason, and it's really annoying because it shouldn't only work with my cold account. No matter what settings I set, it just doesn't want to work, and that ends up boiling down to permissions issue. And so I typically don't want to break the permissions that the security team set. So I'm trying to go through it with them to check that out, and it just hasn't been working very well. Um, they've had a lot going on their end too. So like realistically, they haven't been super available, and our server's taking a little bit longer because like they'll fix stuff, we'll break stuff, they'll fix stuff, we'll break stuff. Live server security is a pain in the ass. But let me see, chat and chill, edit channel, permissions, mods. You should be able to use activities.
Me?
Yeah.
I tried it. I tried it yesterday, but I can't.
And it says you don't have the permissions, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I got to talk to them about that. There's a few things I got to get them to help me fix up with the server before they're done. Um, okay. Now I didn't know that they were asking for roles. All I saw was put me through, please. Um, yeah, Virion's definitely on her way to getting like an honorary community mod role, and then learning the roles as we go. There's a couple people here that I'm looking at for that. Honestly, I like the idea of a few of you guys who have been super helpful and seem like you really know what you're talking about when it comes to some things. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. What's up, Jase? But yeah. So who's doing the before and after contest? I want to know. I see JT. I see some new faces in here. Zimbabweans coming back in. I know you're doing it, Virion. Good, good. If you yeah, I'm sure you have, Virion, because like it sounds so simple, but it's so not. Like what's up, Fredo? I see Mr. V for Vengeance.
That's literally how I feel when I started like working on reviewing the Zilly submissions of the ambassadors. It sounds really, really easy, but it's not.
It's not. It's really not because the moment you like you saw when we were going through the submissions for the pin post, right? It's not easy.
Yeah,
And when they're all pretty decent, it's hard to pick who's less decent. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to see who's good. It's hard to see who's better than the next guy. And that's where you end up coming into the issues.
that's
Crib.
that's
Tell him, Mom, I'm trying to win $30 for taking a photo. And she'll be like, oh, okay. I'll give you a hand. Oh. I know. If I could win $30 for taking a photo, everybody in my house be helping me. What's up, Velocity? You do have a nice voice, Ezia. So stop it. Cringe. And yeah, she does sing. She did karaoke the other day for us, remember? It was her and JK. Oh, you might not have been here. Dies from cringe. Yeah. So currently, Umhaj, we have a before and after contest. Well, Gardic and Rumble, we mix up. Um, my voice sound like a yeti. Hold it still, Bob. That's great. But
it's like when dads are like trying to fix something like or like their cars and they're and their son like holding holding the torch or like the flashlight.
stop moving the damn thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I completely understand. What's up, Emmy? You participating in the picture contest this time, Emmy? I know you said you're gonna start participating more. Oh, it's a lighting contest, but it it's more based on the before and after photos. Um, we've got that. We've got that. Here we go. Copy message link. Here you go, friends. That one's for you. For anybody interested in participating in the contest, um, did I even state the prizes on the contest? I don't know if I did. Hold on. Let me see here. Winners. I got to remind myself what I set for the prizes. 30, 25, 35, 30, 25. I've been switching them up lately, trying to make sure that I'm using my budget at least so that you guys get your rewards that I have budgeted for, you know? Um, but it's been difficult lately because like we switched up how we were doing the weekly events. We took away two of the weekly events. Then we started doing 2 days of like Rumble and Gartic games so that we had something for you guys to do. And now we're getting two event hosts coming in every other week. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to have one do 1 week and then one do the next week so that one Tuesday there's an event and then the next Thursday there's an event and so there's always an event on Tuesday or Thursday during the weeks. That way you guys have something extra to look forward to. I want to make sure that you guys are keeping engaged, that you're learning or having fun at the very least every day that you're here. I don't want you guys to get bored. I don't want you guys to be like, Taurus, why is there nothing to do? Because it's annoying. You like coming in here, you like hanging out, you like being a friend, and I got to figure out what is all this GM shit lately because this is driving me nuts. Um, heard you guys were extinct. Oh man, you guys are rough. All right, so I was talking first things first, right? We've got two new events coming up. We've got game night next Tuesday. Okay, so the 27th, we're gonna have a game night with my boy Toxic. He's starting up a gaming guild, Elixir Gaming Guild. He's gonna be more present in the Web3 scene as we go. He's a Central European time streamer, so he does Twitch streaming. He went semi-pro for esports. Um, yeah, you know what though? Some cameras are worse than your phone camera nowadays, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Um, but yeah, so we've got Toxic coming in to keep us entertained with the gaming events, and then if you guys remember, we had the To the Moon event with Caesar the last time. Well, Caesar's going to be coming back to do the To the Moon events again. He's going to be back Thursday, May 29th. Toxic is going to be joining us a little earlier. He's going to be at 10 a.m. EST, which is whatever time this is in your local time. And Thursdays are going to be 11 a.m. EST, which is whatever that is in your local time. So make sure that you guys are there. We're going to be giving away some prizes for the people, random prizes for the people who attend the game night, participate, take a screenshot of you playing, and send it out. Come be a friend. That's you at work driving a forklift, bro. Oh, that's great. That's great. You're driving a forklift listening to me. Jeez, I never thought I'd hear that day. What? Why? Be careful, bro. Safety first. Safety first. Um, Pager, you're a trip, bro. Of course, TJ. Always happy to help a new friend, man. We're here. If uh, how do I say her name? Umaj or Umhaj? I don't want to be rude, but yeah, no. Virion's already starting to help her out. They're getting some good Haj. So Umhaj. Haj is okay. Okay. Yeah, would be weird. Hey Haj. Hey Haj. They're both kind of weird. I don't know, but it works. So long as it's easier for me to say. right? Like, and I don't, and I'm not rude about it, then we're good. Um, oh, I don't want to be rude. I want to be respectful to all of our friends. I do like the happy feet penguin thing though. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Um, so it's only you, Crib. I say that to him as he can't hear anything. Oh, okay. So with the bad phone camera, you can adjust the settings a little bit. Let me. Where's Maddox at? Where's Maddox at? Um. Oh, where's Maddox? Where's Maddox? Where's Maddox? I'll see if he has any tips and tricks for us real quick. Maddox, 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 Maddox. Where are you? I can't find him. Damn it. All right, I sent him a message. We'll see what he says. I don't know if he's busy right now or not. Usually Fridays are like busy end of the week times. So it gets difficult for like the mornings when we're holding these events for him to jump in sometimes. And of course, he's not mandated to by any means. He is an event host. He does help out with the event hosting here for IBC as like an outside contractor. So it helps. But like he's not mandated to be here any other day of the week. Usually he comes in because he likes hanging out with you guys, you know. So um, yeah, but otherwise, typically he's pretty busy. Both of us are, but I make sure to I want to make sure to be here for at least the 2 or 3 days a week, because one of the days a week we might be switching it up to something else too. Because sometimes, like Mondays and Tuesdays, I typically have a lot to go over, right? So Mondays we'll end up going over like maybe an educational thing or maybe a maybe something specific for Maddox. And then Wednesdays we'll typically go over the posts and roast them, right? But then Fridays are like today where there really isn't all that much for us to talk about, right? So like instead of having me sit here for an hour yap with you guys about random shit, which I mean I can start to work on a better curriculum for Fridays too. But like I can push some events for today that might be something like beyond speculation, something else that's educational. Because I do have a friend who's looking at potentially coming on and doing some event hosting for more like speculative and and the technology aspect of crypto. That's what I want to do. I want to get like more of a tech background into so that you guys can learn that like a little more about the blockchain and crypto without the focus of the speculative trading aspects, which is tough because a lot of the focus for everybody in the industry is speculation, right? It's what typically drives the industry. It's typically what makes people attracted to crypto because I can 10x, I can 100x. Why not? Let me hop in. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough because there's so much more to it. Um, just the idea of a self-executing piece of software was something that we didn't think about 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. You know, like the smart contracts are revolutionizing things for the future. I mean, something that's completely trustless, that is verified and secure. We didn't have this, and I'm excited for it, especially for gaming because I'm a gamer. The gaming implications are amazing. I mean, the fact that you can have real money trading, right? Where you can set a trade for your item on a marketplace in a game. for the amount that you want, and if somebody comes and buys it, when you come and log back in, your wallet has funds. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of opportunity for it. Controlling and manipulating in-world game assets through smart contracts are another potential possibility. Asset generation, asset control, and limitations within the servers. There's a lot of cool shit that you can do, and blockchain enables it. I mean, there are limitations to it. It's a ledger. But I see eventual like distributed databases based on blockchain um, based on blockchain's principles, with the immutable, consistent, forever states. You know what I'm saying? Like where you can't cheat the blockchain. So we have a lot of potential opportunities for stuff like this in the future, and I'm excited for it. And I think that I think you guys should be too, because you guys are younger than me. It's going to shape your future so much more. Like I've got what, 30 years, 40 years. You guys got 60. You know, like um, you guys got to live with this shit so much longer than I do. And with the way the technology's changing, it's rapidly developing. Like every 5 to 10 years, we've got new iterations of technology and hardware and software and stuff. So like 10 years from now, the technical landscape, the blockchain landscape, crypto landscape, everything's going to be radically different from what it is today. I mean, it's already radically different from 10 years ago in crypto now. We're nearing what? 2027 will be 10 years from when we first really started using AI. AI's already frying chicken, bro. AI's already flipping burgers. Are you kidding me? Like legit. Hold up. This stupid timer. Here we go. 1 second. 1 second.
Dunkin' Refreshers. Available in mango pineapple.
No. We
All
cook
new
with
tropical
metal
guava.
utensils all the time.
And strawberry dragon fruit. Get a medium for $3.
$3?
That's refreshing.
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile and PC,
It's not
exclusively
different.
with Google Play Games. Ascend to Valhalla on a
Robots are becoming more and more like humans. They can build cars, clean your house, and even do
Look at this
parkour.
shit.
But in this video, I'm cooking against 3
You
levels
eat
of
with
robots to
metal.
find out who's the better chef, robots or humans. For level 1, Mark Rober will be the judge.
We're gonna see if Nick can beat some of the most basic kitchen robots that money can buy. In level 1, we'll have 5 speed rounds. Chopping, stirring, toasting, pizza making, and cleaning. And to win, it's a classic best 3 out of 5.
Are you team robot or team Nick?
I mean, of course, I am Team Robot. For this first mini round, we'll be testing chopping skills. And in the
What's
robot
up,
corner,
Maddox?
we've got the RoboCoo. It's basically an extremely powerful
Yeah.
food processor with a couple of googly eyes to boot.
I will pause this because you came in and graced us with your presence to
Oh,
speak
golly.
about cameras.
So what's the question again? Pose the question, because
Okay,
what I
so
got in my
here-
DMs was a bunch of bullshit. Less than great
what-
cameras. Go on, tell me more.
Yes, less than great cameras. They're worried about having equipment that isn't as good as somebody else, and that it affecting their ability to win the contest. And
Rule
I
number
know-
one. Rule number one. Stop looking at your opponent. Okay? Like in swimming, when we're swimming, right? We don't look left and right. We look down at the tiles on the ground where we're swimming over, so we can do our best. Fuck the rest of whatever other people have, first and foremost,
What if
and
they have
get
to take a
creative with
breath?
the shit you have. And that's all we can ask, bro. First and foremost. Okay, next question. I'm just kidding. So like what are the issues people are coming up with?
Miriam. This
What's
one's
up, guys?
yours.
What is the like, do we have some examples of these less than great camera shots that are shit apparently? because people are trying to compare them to like, oh, I don't have the new Apple Super Pro pair fucker camera that everybody else has. My cell phone is like 3.5 years old at least.
Yeah, but
At
when you
least.
say you're
No filters. Yeah, I don't get
Uh,
paid for filters. Are you kidding me? Come on.
When you say your Google Pixel isn't as great a phone, you got to realize these guys have like Redmi's and little like.
Okay, what's the pixels? What's the pixel count on your Redmi phone? I don't care. Let's look it up. Seriously.
Well, it's
Come on.
the big thing is the pixel count and the lens that you're using. Yes.
I'm using the budget
definitely-
pixel, by the way. Hang on. Hold on.
Crib,
Give me
why will
some
you swallow
stats.
your
Give me some
Christian?
stats. I want to see some stats. Let's do this. If we really want to dive into specs.
Okay. What's the model? An Oppo what? Furion. I'll look it up.
Give me
Oppo.
specs.
Okay, Techno Spark 2, Israel says.
Okay.
Phone full specifications. And we will look up the Oppo A30.
Am I gonna? I mean, I might shoot myself in the foot here, but there's my specs. All right. That's my phone. That's my specs.
They're gonna be like, damn.
Damn. That's like.
Okay, you got a 12
Fuck you,
megapixel
Graveyard.
camera.
He goes,
All
damn.
2020.
What are those?
Android 9.0. Okay, so it's a little older with like the Android software, but that just affects like the effects that you have built into your phone for.
But I'm not
for-
using
for,
any
like,
effects,
camera and
guys.
stuff. No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not. It doesn't matter because they're not supposed to be using effects anyway.
Yeah, we're not looking at effects or
LED
tricks or
flash,
fancy. I just
HDR,
want to use light.
panorama, video 1080p, which we're not using video. It's 12 megapixel, f1.8 wide, 1.1/2 point.
Let me see. What are they? I just need the pixels. Just let me see the
Well,
pixels.
it's not just the pixels.
Main camera, 12 megapixels. We're good. That's what I have.
Selfie
Main camera,
is 8
top
megapixel.
stat.
Yeah, no,
Main
I
camera.
see that.
Yeah.
I see that. I'm looking for the lens too, though. Because the lens makes a difference whether or not it's the 12 megapixel. But I don't see the lens here for the image. I don't know. Yours is blurry? So clean the camera.
Wipe the camera lens, Virion. Come on. You take your t-shirt, you huff on it a little, go, and then you wipe it off. That's what happened. There you go.
You know what though? I'm not gonna lie.
Take off the camera lens. You know.
I'm not gonna lie. I had that issue too, where I've tried to, where I've tried to wipe the camera lens, and it just wasn't working right.
Well, you can't do it with your 4-day-old greasy t-shirt, Terrace. That doesn't work.
Bro. Not a 4-day-old greasy. I just showered, damn it. Fuck you. I only put back on my 2-day-old greasy t-shirt. No. What's
Oh,
up,
man.
Cyber Devil? How's it going, bro?
Oh my god.
Thanks for
Oh
jumping
my
in and
god.
hanging out.
Technology. Let me see more technology. Let me see what else people are running with.
The techno
What
isn't
else we
bad,
got?
Actually, techno's
That's what I'm
better than
saying.
yours. It's
It's
32
fine. It's what
megapixels.
I'm saying.
I mean, the phone isn't as good as yours, but the camera is
doesn't-
probably better.
We're not. Yeah.
You know what though? I will say that you probably have a better lens in your phone.
I mean, look it
Your
up. I
camera
gave you my
lens is
specs.
Yeah, but like your camera lens, the lens itself. What camera lens is in the Oppo A31? 12 megapixel. Okay, additionally, it has. Yeah, but that doesn't tell me what camera lens. How to find out what kind of camera is in your phone? Is it? You know what? Fuck it. I'm done. I'm just gonna ask real quick here.
What,
New chat.
what is that?
Let's go.
Is that a? Okay, so Virion. Okay, serious answer. So you've got a lot of
Plastic.
blurriness. This is light pollution. So you've got too much light on the subject, or you're too close to the subject receiving light. So the lens is taking in more light than it's processing, and that's where your blurriness is coming from.
Plastic is. Somebody asked me that the other day about their photo, and I told them fact out. Plastic is bad for photos,
What?
especially when you. Yeah, because plastic reflects a lot of light, and if you're having trouble with lighting, like plastic can be rough with that.
Reflective
Um,
surfaces can, yes, because they're
Yeah.
they're reflecting the light directly into the camera, or could be, yes. But yeah. So you're receiving a lot of light pollution. That's what's going on here. So we need to just. So if that's the case, you need to try coming at it from a topward angle. Same setup it can be, and that way where so if your camera, oh, damn it, hang on, fuck, hold on, let me get at this. Canva, I'm coming, hold on,
what happened?
I'm going into presenter mode, hold on.
Uh-oh, here comes Maddox.
Yeah, baba daba. Let's see here.
It's Dubai. It's Dubai graveyard.
Get it? It's
sounds
do bye, like goodbye do, because it's a body spray. That's really funny. All right, get it? Do smells like
It looks.
poo-poo,
It
do.
looks like a drink. It doesn't look like a body spray.
It's a body. Read the label, man. All right,
I
so
can't see the label because of the light, man.
no, you can. I could read it just fine.
Oh, yeah, I
Let's
see it
see.
now.
Let's see.
I have to open
Yeah,
it
now
up.
I see it. Oh my god. I see it now. Let me turn on. Okay, guys, can you guys see what I'm working on? We see the line? Yeah. We see a line? No, body spray. Body for bodies. Like every body has one. Not baby spray. Weirdo. All right, now, let's make your scene. All right, so I put Virion, you here? You watching? All right, so you got a table or your flat surface where you're shooting on. Let's give it like a white backdrop for fun. That's not a backdrop. Blah, 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 blah. We'll give it something to work on. Alt 1. Put that in the background. Make our line some other color, like pink. Okay. Great. Now, I'm going to borrow the light element. Or does this one look good?
What have we started?
Yeah, okay. So we're going to move this over here. All right.
The light effects on Canva are really good, actually.
They're really fun. Okay, so your subject, we need a bottle or something. Let's
Yeah, that
make
one
it
works.
this glass bottle. All right. So you got a glass bottle you're taking a picture of, or in this case, your body spray. All right. You got light coming up from the top left, shining on your bottle. And what's happening is the light reflection, from the perspective we're looking at, get up there, is shining back at you. All right. But I mean, this is more actually good representation. So you have a light down on your subject, and where does the light go? In the direction that it's reflecting. So it's going down. Your camera is coming from this downward angle. Why don't you try and do the same shot? Camera, lens, let's put, I don't know, fuck it, take this. Let's take our camera, instead of shooting it down here where the light, where it's getting all the light, right? It's see how we lost all that lens right there? It's just a really fun representation, isn't it? When we have it in there, we have all that light pollution. The lens can't see, it's overloaded with light, right? But up here, the lens can do its thing, and it can see the same stuff, right? But I'm sorry, this is looking like it's behind. We're gonna be, in front of the bottle, but
just
from
put
an
it by
also
the light
upward
on the
angle.
left side.
You can have it mid to up, because the light is going down. If your light is down, or from the down, it's gonna end down. If it's from the up opposite, it's gonna, like if we took this and this, and this, and we whoop. I don't know. My point is, match the light. Match the light. Okay. So if your light is coming from down, be above the midpoint or wherever the reflection is, and you won't be in the way of all that light pollution. Does that make sense? Have I simple solution, simple explanation? Meh.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, so instead of it being on the right side, it would be on the left side by where that light was. So you'd be taking it from.
It could still be over here. It could still be over here.
Yeah.
It just needs to be away from that reflection.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. And like often when I'm taking images of things that are shiny, like you don't want to have the reflection in the shot. So you have to use. Then there's things that we have. Then you can dampen light. So if your light is too bright, you need to diffuse the light. Okay. And so there's really easy ways to diffuse the light. You can take a piece of paper, literally any kind of paper, just like white paper. Something that it can still get through, but you take a piece of paper and you put the piece of paper in front of the light, okay? So you still have a light source, okay? But it's dampened the light, all right? It's diffused it, right? All my lights have some form of a diffuser on them because if we were looking directly at the LEDs from the lights, it'd be way too bright. It would just be a weird mess. So you might want to diffuse the light a little bit. You can diffuse it with wax paper, regular paper. And if you don't have paper, if somebody says, "Oh, I don't have paper, Maddox," then fuck. You probably let's work on that. But 2, if you don't have paper, don't put your light directly on the source. You can diffuse it by facing it on the wall. And then if you bounce it off the ceiling or the wall, the white wall, that becomes your the new light that comes from that becomes your diffused light. Whoop. So it's lesser than, all right, see that? So the light here is still going to be the light source, but you're not going to get this giant shine, all right? You're going to get much less, yeah? We all make sense? Make it a sense? Thank you for coming to my Light TED Talk today.
It's this is all about lighting, Jase. So basically, we have a picture competition coming up right now, where people are taking before and after photos of an object. So yeah, so you're gonna take like a before photo of the bottle that she has above, that she posted above, right? The Dubai. And she's going to take a before photo of that, and then she's going to take, yeah, it's a great before photo, and then take a after photo after that, right? And the after photo is going to improve the lighting so that it looks better, it's highlighted better, the shadows are where you want it. Toss up some candles and have the flicker of the flame, the shadows from the flame. Like, you can do all sorts of crazy shit with lighting. You don't have to have high grade equipment to make things look good and attractive and fun, right? So, and that's kind of our point when it comes to like enhancing your posts. Making sure that your photos are on point goes a long way towards improving your posts. Making sure that you have images that you're going out maybe on Canva and spending 15-20 minutes to toss a few assets together, a layer over it to filter out like the weird lighting, adjust the stuff, and then have a custom graphic that you can post on your image with your @ and your follow me and all that other fun stuff that helps to attract people to jump in and interact with your account more regularly. These are things that help improve your reach. So yeah. Then that's what all the Guildhall stuff is about. It's about learning and improving your craft when it comes to content creation, X content, video content.
Watch this video. I just literally brought it to the point where he starts talking about exactly what we just discussed, and it's just simple tricks that you can use to change your lighting situation.
And for some reason, my phone won't let me send photos right now. Damn it.
Terrace, do you mind pulling that up?
Yeah, sure. We can watch a few minute video.
It's I brought it right to well, it's a 15-minute video. You can go into all the crazy fun stuff.
Shit, where'd I put it?
But he's just talking about the lighting where I stopped the video.
Now, also because we've got a light bulb, we've got a tungsten light in this lamp, it's going to give us a warm coloured light. So we need to account for that. Once we've taken a shot, I'll show you, I'll take a shot without a white balance adjustment, and then I'll take another one with the white balance adjustment to show you the difference that will make.
Ignore all the
Okay,
DSLR talk
we're
and
gonna
the
just turn this light
professional
on
setting
here.
stuff.
I know it's
I'm
fairly
just trying
bright.
to show off the
Now,
light bulb
because
here.
this light is coming from the side here, we need to turn your face a little bit towards that light. Yeah, great. And I'll just frame up my shot, get it focused, and I'll get you just to
People
turn
do
your,
reflect.
turn your
Yes,
eyes
they
to
do.
me. Yeah, lovely.
Yep. Light
They're
reflects
shiny
off
people.
everything.
All right.
People
now,
are shiny.
the image that I've got here is quite orange, as you can see. So to counteract that, I'm going to go into my white balance adjustment, and I'm
Eat your
going
words,
to switch it to a
Joe
tungsten
said,
light
yes,
setting,
they do.
which is
Yes.
an incandescent setting on some cameras.
This isn't a racist
or
comment,
you can
especially
set a
black
Kelvin,
people too.
Value of
Yes.
maybe 3200, whichever way you want to do it.
Ever heard of skincare? Cocoa butter? My dude? Products on face, especially ones that are lotion inducing, will absolutely add some shine. Lots of it. And that's why we have foundation.
We've changed our white balance
And powders.
to an incandescent or light bulb setting.
And that's
so
why
I'm gonna
people
do
on
another shot
camera
the
get a lot of
laser,
makeup
and you
done.
can see the
It's not
difference
so
of
much to look pretty,
That's it,
it's
lovely.
to
Nice
actually
me.
block
Yeah.
out some of those
Maybe tilt your
reflective
head a little bit to the side.
surfaces
Yeah.
on people's face.
Okay, wonderful. Here we go. All right, terrific. Now you can see that
See his head?
image.
If you look at
is
his head in the video,
more
his head's
natural
super
coloured.
shiny.
The white balance has moved
Oh,
the
that's
colour
nice.
bias towards a bluer end of the scale.
See that
so
shiny
that's gonna
head?
correct for that white balance in that
Yep.
light bulb. All right, so we're going to take a few more shots of Louisa using this single hard
zoom up
light,
like
and
a
then we're
little
going
bit,
to
'cause he
diffuse it
ends
and
up-
make it softer.
If you zoom
Okay,
up,
maybe sitting up a little bit taller for me.
there you
Yeah,
go.
That's
Where,
it.
where he adds
Good.
the paper.
Tilt that up a little. For this shoot, the purpose of this shoot is to show you budget lighting options. So all I've
Budget
got
lighting
here is a
options.
piece of tracing paper. This tracing paper cost me about $1 from a stationery store. I'm going to place it in front of that light
That's diffused
so
light.
that
Yep.
this tracing paper now becomes the light source. I'm going to move it so that that light from the light bulb fills up as much as I can on that tracing paper. Now you'll also notice that I've got this light a little bit higher than Louisa's face. I don't want it down low. I've stacked up a couple of things here. I've got an old ladder and I've got a toolbox with the light on top, just so that I can get that light a little bit above Louisa's eyes so that it looks more natural to us. Okay, so we'll do a couple of shots like this and you'll see the difference that the softening makes.
A point on the light being above, typically like the sun is where? The sky, right? So typically the light source that we have naturally comes from above. And so lighting sources
Okay,
underneath,
here we go.
although they may look
Lovely.
dramatic, they aren't natural
Tilt that head a
looking.
little bit to the
So you
side,
can
yeah,
use
great.
downward, upward facing light, but it's just,
a hand
you've
up
got
on
to
the
be
shoulder or something.
sparing and kind of play with it
Great.
to get the result you want. But the most natural is
to
going to
look
be
over
coming,
towards
typically
this
light
part
comes
of
from the top.
Tracing paper. Yeah, good. And turn your eyes back to me. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Louise is a beautiful model, so we can't help but get great shots of her. But using this basic, cheap lighting setup, you can see the amazing, soft,
Properties.
natural light
Eyes
that
are
we get on
weird.
her face.
If you dare, I'll take you somewhere that you've never
You don't need a big expensive lighting arm or anything. You can, he is
You hang it up with
distancing the light.
friggin- with,
Hang
with,
anything.
with clothespins.
Anything.
on a-
Anything.
Yeah, like,
Whatever you got, man. Be creative, have fun. That's the part of the budget. You can pay for
I've recently
you
come to
can
learn that a lot
pay
of founders and
for
marketers
ease, or you can be more creative and overcome whatever challenge you come across by being creative. So
and
whatever,
that's the cool
yeah.
thing, because like you
Yeah.
can work at winning contests for photos and stuff and build up a fund for really good quality cameras and lighting setups. You don't have to invest in that right off the bat. You know what I'm
What I
saying?
say with people who are trying to build their studio, build their stream setup, build their lighting, whatever they're building towards professionally, do not go out and think you have to spend 1,000, 2,000, whatever amount of money you think you need to spend on
Exactly.
gear until it becomes necessary. So do all these budget tricks as much as you can possibly first, and then when it becomes like a regular enough occurrence, or you just tired of hanging up the thing on, whatever, or tired of finagling to get that budget result, then you splurge on the thing that makes your job easier when it's a job. But like, don't go into any project, and this goes
I
for
mean,
not
you
just
can spend
photography.
money on a hobby, but
Oh,
don't
for
spend
sure,
money
but
you
do
don't
it.
have on a
Well,
hobby.
that
Yeah.
that Terrace, but like, don't go gung ho before you even practiced and started the thing.
Exactly.
Like,
You don't even know if
just
you really
get
like
the
it.
thing started. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Get the thing started and just like do what you can with what you have, and then build slowly. And then over time, like your massive gear, like I'm swimming in shit that I don't need, guys.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like it
I'm the
it,
same
it
way.
didn't. I didn't spend $1,000 in one day. I hunt marketplaces, eBay. I buy used and refurbished shit all the time because I can't afford the nice thing out the box. It's just not me. But yeah, I've got enough to run a thing at my desk, and then also I take like a small studio with me in my suitcase when I go to events and stuff now, because I've collected over the years. But we're talking like shit, like 17 years of collecting stuff now. The most I've ever, I think, dropped on equipment at once was probably in the range of like $100. Like I don't go out of my way to spend a lot of money on this hobby. And like, so yeah, you don't have to have the best stuff to do the best stuff. That I want to ring through everything that we do.
Yeah,
is
sometimes
that,
refurbish is actually better quality than the brand new. Like
I
I've
don't mind, because
seen,
I mean,
yeah,
it's the Corvette off the lot method, right? As soon as somebody opens the box, it's worth half as much. I'm down to buy
Yeah.
a secondhand piece of thing from the people that are dumb enough with a lot of money to go buy everything they thought they needed, and then it sits in the closet for a year because they
Yep.
never actually got into it. I'll buy it off them all day. That's what I do. But yeah, dude. Absolutely. I buy secondhand cameras when creators, I have one from Predzer actually. He upgraded his travel cam, and I was like, "Bro, like can I buy your old one?" Because I knew he had two now. So yeah, I have Predzer's old camera. Stuff like that. And like that's what I do. I don't buy the first hand thing. I don't buy the newest thing. Like my cell phone is a couple of years old, like I showed you guys. I will probably replace it with another 2-year-old phone and then run it for like 2 years or so. And that's what I do. I don't buy the newest anything. It doesn't need to be new to be, it was great when it came out, so I'm sure it'll be fine enough for me to get going on something.
Yep.
So it's better than what I have. That's kind of the method I use.
So next week, I'm thinking on Friday that we're gonna end up doing a space. These guys, some of these guys want to get a little more comfortable, speaking publicly.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah. And I figured having a space where like we control the setting, we're not interrupting somebody else's space with them trying to get up there and get comfortable talking and
You're gonna
like
use the guild hall as a space, or are you gonna
yeah,
host
we're
it on
just gonna
Twitter?
do it. We're just gonna do a guild hall space. We're gonna do it on Twitter, but I'm gonna go live on here. I'm gonna be live on X, on
Nice.
Spaces, and
Love it.
we're gonna do just a space.
Cool.
Yeah, we're just gonna have it where people can talk, interact, get used to looking for pauses and openings for discussion rather than just raising your hand.
Sounds fun.
Practicing good etiquette with it still. Like if you're not sure if you're gonna be able to get a word in edgewise and you have a really good thought or something on something that somebody's talking about, raising your hand can sometimes get them to shorten what they're going to say because some people like to ramble. And if they don't see any hands up, they will just continue to ramble. So it's a good thing to like kind of cue, hey, look, I'd like to get a word in. And sometimes those personalities, because everybody's different, like, and I know a lot of people up there who who like to talk more because they don't want the white noise, like the blank no, like the blank space
The
on.
pauses are so important. I love that. If you're
Yeah.
trying to get somebody to speak, being quiet until somebody gets uncomfortable enough to speak is actually a
Yes.
trick I use all the time.
That's a
Um,
host trick, not a speaker
That's
trick,
a host
though.
trick. That's a host
Yes.
trick. Yeah. Yeah. It's that's a good one.
Yeah.
But it is also partly the host's job somewhat to curb those people sometimes.
Yeah.
But I agree with your hand thing. I leave it open to like hands. You've heard me say it. Like I don't like
You're
hands are not
welcome to use
required.
them if you want. Yes.
You're welcome to use them if you don't want, if you have something to say on the topic, but want to let the person speaking have a chance to finish their thought and to just be respectful of the space and time. So yeah, we just try to keep it light and fun, but no, big point there. Yeah.
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 I mean, there's a lot of little things that you can learn, a lot of nuances of X space talking. And then when you get comfortable with it, you know what you do? You go and you jump on something like X co-host or one of these platforms that let you sign up as a speaker for things,
Mhm.
right? Study the topic that you're going to be talking about if you're not as familiar with it. Don't go up there talking about neuroscience if you're in, heart surgery, like pick a subject you like. I don't go up there and talk about like hardcore tokenomics and stuff. I go up there and I talk about gaming and how blockchain interacts with gaming, right? I
Mhm.
don't go up there and talk about RWAs and depins like that. I might talk about something that I've seen and that looked really interesting to me, but I won't talk about it as like an expert. I'll talk about it as somebody who's interested. So make sure that you know when you're talking about certain subjects, whether you're coming at it from somebody who has really good experiential knowledge and practical knowledge in that field, and when you're a hobbyist or somebody who's just interested in it. So don't ever try to come off as like an expert in the field that you're not,
You can
because
say I
then
don't know very much about this, but here's what
exactly.
I do know
I've
about.
said it.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to say it
It's,
because
it's
then I
allowed.
can learn more. Because then that
You're
proves
going to
somebody
spaces
with
usually to
more
learn.
knowledge.
You're trying to
Yes.
collaborate with other minds and learn from them. So yeah. Go in and then when you're inspired to speak, then like there's no problem with raising your hand and asking to come up. Most people will let you, unless it's like a planned speakers panel or something like that, or
Yep.
promotional something or other. But most of those spaces on the timeline are pretty
That's okay.
open.
It could have been worse, Virion. You could have been a deputy dog from the other day. Um, Maddox was
You're on
listening
the,
on
the
that one too,
oh,
and he had a good
Vir-
couple of laughs there.
I did. Virion, did that answer your question about light pollution? Did we?
He's
Did we?
like,
I just want to make sure we're all set. We bounced around a little.
we
Does
bounced
anybody else have
around a
any
lot.
like trouble or tricks they're not getting the result they're looking for? They need a like suggestion on how to change what you're doing to get the result you're looking for. Anybody?
Speak now if I ever hold your peace.
Yeah, I'm here off the clock, guys. So you let me know.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah. So
You guys are gonna do fine. It's gonna be fun. I hope yeah. There's a lot of things to learn just from trying it out and doing it wrong, and
it's not something that has to be super difficult. It's not something that you've got
no.
to put 20 hours into. Just make sure
My 4 or 5 examples happened all in the course of a morning.
Yeah.
Just trying to. I was literally trying to make wrong shots, and like once
But
you
you
start
know what?
picking up
They're
what you're
also
looking
trying to
for,
win prize money too. So they're taking this very seriously.
of course. But like
Like
I love creativity and I love people who just get to learn in it. That's also rewarded too. So for sure.
I've got people in their rewards tickets going, "How does this picture look? How does this picture
Oh
look?"
my
And I'm
God.
like,
No, you
"Dude."
can't do that. You tell us. You tell us. How about that? How about you tell us? Oh
How
my
does
God.
your picture look?
Oh my
Like,
God.
but like, one thing that I tell people, like,
No, you don't
when
need to buy an LED light for this. No, you can use
not at all.
you can use any light you have
You can
at
use a
your
flashlight.
disposal.
You can use candles. You can use like
You
you
can
can
use the
accent
daylight. You
lighting.
can go outside.
Yes,
It doesn't
yes,
matter. Any light you
yes.
have, and I know you have light. Everybody has light
Me.
because the sun counts. So you're good.
But yeah,
You have light.
definitely. You have opportunities for
You
all
do not need to
sorts of
buy a
light
thing. If
sources.
anybody tells me, "Oh man, I lost the contest after buying all this shit," too bad for you. We told you not to do that. Okay?
And you know
Don't
what?
do
The
that.
people who win are going to be the people who don't buy all that shit.
Yes.
That's going to be the funny thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Perfect. Velocity, great. I want to see an awesome moonlight shot. Do it.
I always have trouble with night shots. That's something you got to work with me on.
That's
Because
a
I love
really
taking
that's a
pictures at
really
night.
tricky trick,
Yeah.
but there's ways to do it too.
I love
You want to
taking
know
pictures at
another? You
night.
want to know another photography challenge that we're not even gonna touch? But like my wife did photography for a couple of years, and she was trying to take pictures of the supermoon, right?
Yeah,
through
that's
her
such a pain in the
camera.
ass.
She learned how to take pictures of the moon. It's not easy. That's a whole nother level of settings and ISO and oh man,
The
lighting,
lunar
timing.
eclipse, when the eclipse was
No,
happening, you remember
she
that?
was taking supermoon pictures. I don't remember
I'm talking
when.
about the
It was like a year and a
eclipse.
half ago. Oh yeah, that's like
That's
beyond.
another one.
That's
Yeah.
beyond because yeah, you can't. Yeah, that's beyond. No, because that's just dangerous too. But no, yeah, for sure. It's yeah. Also, guys, like, I mean, I don't think we really went over like camera stabilization much, but like, if you are having trouble with your hands jittering or like the camera's shaky, you are gonna get a much clearer picture with a stabilized camera. I'm not saying to go get a tripod. I'm just saying to stabilize your camera on something. Like
Lean
if that
it
has to
up
be
on something, or yeah.
if it has to be your hand, like put your hand underneath your other hand to stabilize your hand from shaking. You can lean it up
I have an
on
issue with shaky hands. With
a
things.
ledge. You can put it on the table. You can put it on a book. Anything that will help you stabilize your shot before you hit go, or take your shot, will make ultimately a clearer picture because it doesn't have to account for as much shake. Okay, so that's just a really easy, quick tip. A stabilized shot's always going to be clearer than one, but the blurriness that Virion was showing off is light pollution. That's a whole nother. That's a simple fix through lighting angles and stuff. Okay.
Yep. So
Shut up, Velocity. Nope.
I'm not saying to go get a tripod. Me, yeah. You need to make a meme out of that, Velocity, because that's a cool idea. What don't
you just
understand
Velocity,
about
you know
it?
how you manage the sunlight? You go outside and you look at what the sunlight looks like at 5 in the morning, at 7 in the morning, at 10, at 12, at 2, at 4, and you just track it and see what's best. All right? You have fun. Yes, direction matters.
Whether you're facing
Yes.
the light, whether you're behind the light. There's a lot of things.
We have the one-on-one course, Emmy, on YouTube.
Yeah, it's in the event link for the contest. So if you go to event updates and you scroll up to where it has the lighting 101 in there, you can find that. But I will send the link in the chat again. So
Ring lights are cool, but they're super cheapy. Most of the ones that I've ever found, unless you're spending like $150 to $250, they're the ring lights that I've ever bought that were cheapy. They don't last long. They don't survive. They are a cheat code because you're flooding the area with diffused light, but you can spend your $25 elsewhere, much better, on some of these budget tricks if you're thinking about it. Yeah, they're really. I've gone out and tried to make my own ring light before, and I have had much better results just making my own ring light out of like I think it was like $7 of material. I got like flat LED light. It was like a light rope kind of thing, and I took one of those Christmas wreath frames that cost me like $1, and then I wrapped it, and then I put I put butcher block paper, or I put baking paper around it, and then it plugs into the wall, and works just fine. Works just fine. But the problem is, try to mount that thing. Good luck. But you don't need a ring light at all. No, I've had many, and I don't use any of them anymore.
See, I want to get a key light for my monitor.
It's fine. Get a key light.
Yeah.
Get something. Yeah. I sent you the one you should get. I did.
I know you did.
It's like $150 light that you can find used on eBay for like $40 all the time. I know. It's a good one.
But yeah. Guys,
and I gave you the arm to get and everything. It's good.
Another thing I'm hoping that you guys will do is vote. We need to vote. We all need to vote. Do your part. Make sure that you're voting. Yes, this is.
We voting on?
We're voting on which game we're gonna have for game night on Tuesday. So Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. I think it was 2 or 3 p.m.
Oh, come on, guys! More votes for compete. More votes for compete. Let's go.
I want to do compete.
So fun.
But
I'll come play. I'll come play with you guys.
I'd come play compete. I'm gonna be here anyway, so whatever. But yeah,
weekend game nights. You guys have time and no kids to play games on the weekend. You lucky butts. But no, compete is so fun, and it's accessible on multiple devices.
Tuesday.
Compete is accessible on multiple devices.
What do you mean weekend game nights? It's Tuesday.
I'm looking at
Saturday is there's a poll there. Yeah, Saturday is the IBC team game night. So we're gonna have, I'm looking forward to blowing up some accounting folks.
Nice. That's funny.
That's
funny.
Well,
I wish I could come play.
Mean that we won't have another game night velocity.
What are you guys playing? What are you guys playing with IBC?
We're gonna be doing Smash Cards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some fun with that.
I wish I could come.
We're gonna be doing it. Huh?
When is that gonna be?
That's
Saturday.
Saturday. Yep.
What time?
10 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. UTC.
Oh,
2 p.m.
damn, that's
UTC.
like 10 p.m. here. All right. Tomorrow, right?
Saturday is tomorrow.
It's 10 p.m. Yeah, Saturday, tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Hi, Easy. If you click on the link that he linked, it'll say it on the second paragraph in your time zone.
Yep.
It's
exactly.
That's a Unix time.
Yep.
So it'll show it in your time.
This is a good question. Is it okay to use different background for the before and
after
pictures?
Third paragraph. I mean, maybe the background is affecting your picture, so it's fine. As long as like the subject is the same, right? You know what I mean? So as long as you're like maybe you're saying, hey, like I had my thing right up on the wall. I had light way too close. I didn't have enough diffused light, so I made a soft box. If you guys want to look into that, that's kind of fun. Like people who do product shots and stuff will use a soft box, and it's basically just a big reflective white box that they can place the item in and then control shoot a specific thing at a specific angle, and it has light built in. Very expensive if you want to buy one, but if you want to make one, you can use poster board and stuff and do it. It's freaking cool. You don't have to do any of that though, like at all. But like, yeah, you're gonna find, like that. Maybe you had your subject near a mirror and the mirror was reflecting your light, so you remove the mirror. It's totally fine. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be in the same spot.
Okay,
yeah.
So the lens does matter for the lighting.
Okay, in what way?
So like
how much? Well, like I mean, yeah, the aperture. How much like light is coming in? Yes, yes, it kind of. Well, that's when you're getting me into masterclass on photography with aperture, ISO, light exposure, timing, shutter speed. There's a whole. This is months and years of learning these things. I would not be able to fit that into a course if we really wanted to deep dive on that. But yeah, it does affect. It does affect. Typically, though, the simple shot settings on your phone camera is going to take that into account and do some auto balancing as is. So it's already trying to be smart and take those things into account. When you go into a lot of phones nowadays will have I don't know what they call it, but it's like master mode or something like that. And that's where you'll see all those fun little settings for ISO and aperture and shutter speed and all these other things. If you do start playing with that, beware, it's not easy. It's a lot of math. It's a lot of experience of taking a lot of shots and seeing what each setting does and why. Feel free to learn it. It's not. I'm not saying it's something nobody should learn. It's like everybody who's serious about photography should have some concepts about master settings and manual settings. Manual mode is another. That's what you'll probably see on your phone. You can usually put your phone into manual mode where none of it gets auto adjusted, and just literally just start taking shots and change your ISO and see what that does when it's higher or when it's lower in what kind of light you're in. But everything changes. So if if you're using daylight, for example, and the daylight changes or the angle changes and the amount of exposure you're getting changes, and then you think, oh, well, when I have it at ISO 800, it's great, or when I have it at ISO 1600, it's so amazing. You have to also account into everything you're focusing on, the distance away from the lens, the amount of light. There's way too much to cover. But yeah, why downward angle? Why downward angle? Because you stabilized on the table. I'm sorry, upward angle. Because you stabilized on the table. I want you to take like a stack of books and try the same shot facing down. See what happens. See what it does. I'm not grading anybody yet. I'm just going to give you some little tips.
Yep. That coming from a downward angle, yes.
Try it. See what happens. Take a stack of books, take a Pringles can, a cup, whatever you need to stabilize on, and then tilt your camera down towards the subject. See what happens. And also just a note velocity. It just feels like I'm like falling over in the picture. If I'm looking at it as a viewer, I'm like, oh, I'm falling over. Think about your subject centering. Think about the 3 parts rule, where like we're putting things. If the rule of threes, try and fit things in the middle, both center and on the midline. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can be angled, but just, think about what the viewer's feeling when they're looking at it from the perspective you're shooting from. Easy as on it.
Easier. Why you lost? That's great. So
Had us doing time zone conversion math. Jeez.
I hate doing time zone conversions. I messed it up for the last daily campaign too and everything. It was really annoying.
Check this out.
What?
Very dramatic shot of a downward. Why is it tilted? What, guys? Why are you tilting the camera like this? Can I ask? Is it so cool? Steezy. We used to call it steezy when we were rollerblading at the skate park.
Oh,
if you had if you were doing a trick,
oh god,
you were doing like a regular trick. If you wanted to make it look more steezy, you just had to bend a little more or twist a little more and look steezy with it. Like, it looks very nice. Velocity. Look at that. Look at that. Now notice your reflections. Now notice your reflections are coming in and they're on your logo. See what you can do with that.
Yeah, they're reduced.
See what you can do with that.
Angle that you're taking the photo at.
Mm-hmm. You have a lot more body of your subject available without a lot of light reflecting us back.
Yep.
All the things. Very cool though.
All right. So. Oh, the S10. The S10's not bad for camera. I like the S10.
No. So Nero's wanting to show us the damaged corner of his laptop, very much so, and you're doing a great job of it, and it's much straighter. Very
He's
good.
like, ah, I didn't even notice it. I'm so used to it. I just ignored it.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Remind me not to let you carry my laptop. Thank you very much. This is nice.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be doing ducks today because we're not gonna get 100 people in this time. I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to all get your asses in here. Right?
Oh my
We got
God,
3
you're so
minutes
nice.
for the duck races, and then
You're
I'm
so
taking
nice.
a screenshot of the people
You're
that
so
are
nice.
here, and then I am writing those names in. If you get in here after I take the screenshot, you are asked out. I am done with this playing games with trying to figure out names and add names and remove names and all this other nonsense. All right? I am taking screenshots. Damn it. Get your asses in the Discord. All right? Get your asses in the stage. I'm taking a screenshot and then we are going to go. I see Arsh, I see Sarah, I see Israel, I see Better, I see Pluto. I see a lot of people in here. But the screenshot is going to be what makes or breaks you being added to the duck race. Okay? So, I'll make it a little harder for you guys multi-accounting. Um, is that all of them? I said 3 minutes, Maddox.
No, I know what you said.
Who was here? Oh, you're looking for the people that show up after the fact. Maddox is harder on this shit than I am.
Oh, bro, no. Surprise giveaways. We don't do any fucking, like, 3 minutes this. No. If you're not here for the action, sorry, missed it. My bad. That's me. Terrace is so nice. That's all I have to.
No, like I said, I know some of these guys are.
I know
watching
some people are watching from other places, but guess what? You say every single day that you do a giveaway, the giveaways are done in the server. So if I'm watching you from Twitter and I'm expecting to be here for a giveaway, where should I be? Know what I'm saying? I should be here in the server where the giveaway's happening. Whenever you feel like it. Not 3 minutes from when you say the word giveaway and all the bots show up and
they have
collect
a
giveaway
problem
prizes.
with the bandwidth already.
You guys
They don't have our American fucking internet connections and phone networks, bro.
All right. Terrace forgives. Maddox is jaded. Maddox feels very strongly about giveaway culture. Okay. Just so y'all, nice to meet you all. My name is Maddox. My name is Maddox. I've been burned way too hard, and I'm not saying you guys would burn me. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying I have been burned, and I don't like the feeling, so I don't like it.
I am for the people.
You're for the bots, my friend. Terrace, the man for the bots. All right.
69, perfect, and it's 11:50, so we get to take a picture at 69 of the audience. And that's it.
My bot people are shaking their head right now. They're going, yeah, Maddox knows. Damn, he got me.
It.
Maddox knows. This is my fourth
for president.
Account.
God, I think I would do worse than Trump. Get out of here. Notepad. Okay.
Well, everybody's gonna do worse.
Maddox for treasurer. Oh God.
Basically.
people trying to have this country go up in flames. Between
I know, right?
me and you. Oh. Jeez. Maddox will be my running mate.
Deal. We need some clickbait.
Yeah.
Deal.
Oh, you remember that guy Sharky that ran for president?
No.
Yeah, this dude fucking ran for president. He was some backwoods vampire, and he was like
Cool.
Sharky for president. Yeah, it was a really weird campaign, but it was like really clickbaity, and like it worked out pretty good. Arshmello, Sarah, Israel, MD.
So the bill that passed last night.
Yeah.
Did you see anything on that?
No.
basic, dude, just bad all around. But like, you remember the whole promise of like tax, what was it? Tips are going to be tax free.
Yeah, that went out the
So
window.
no, it didn't go out the window. But you know what? Want to hear the actual facts of the bill of how it actually turned out?
How?
Up to $5,000 of your tips will be untaxable at a 3.6% or something like that. So it comes out to being like $200 back. It's so dumb, dude. They hit it under. So it's just bad. It's just bad. They did a bad job.
Oy.
Yeah, oi. Like, yeah, senators were doing the math, and they were like, "Oh, so it's like $200, right?" And they're like, "Yes, that's what the math shakes out to." Like, it was terrible. They were like, "Oh, okay, so if I make 40,000 a year and 5,000 of those are untaxable, thanks to this new bill, at a 3.6% rate, we're talking $200. Oh my gosh, being attacked, hardcore. No, they found me and my hex. No.
What are you playing?
Oh no. Well, they just stole my hex, Terrace. What do you think I'm playing?
Oh, you're playing.
Off the grid. Yeah.
CXZ, make more. I'm seeing Frontiers. Zubixten.
I'm going back. I'm going back to Merkham.
This actually makes it a little easier too, because then I don't have to worry about people's names readjusting as I'm typing people in. So, Ferocity, Dude, Velocity, Fred, Axel Gilberto, Azura, Derek James, Monday, Your Fave, Girly, Taco, Mark the Great. Ah.
Oh, you bastard.
Alright. So that's that. That's that. Diamond. Why?
Oh,
Why would we not accept international? He's giving away friggin' golden friggin' tickets to people for signing up for his
giving them away?
fucking. He's giving them
giving them
away. He's giving them away to people who work
Let's
with
not
him
make this
from-
political, but
yeah.
just
We're a
I have
political
enough of
server.
it. I have. We are.
Yes, we're a political news crypto server. Yes, 100% we
Oh
are.
God.
So yeah.
I have enough of an opinion that I don't want my opinion recorded on this space. Is that okay? Is that
That's
fine? Is that fine?
Completely fine.
Okay. Great. Great.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! Virion missed. Did I not get Virion? Fuck.
I stopped
See,
watching
this
the
is
news
where it's
when
a
the
problem,
orange
too.
man.
You see, Virion missed the picture.
What? What
Virion
picture?
missed the picture for the fucking for the thing. This is why I don't do it this way, because Virion's internet kicked her out of the Discord. And Virion's a person. Virion's not a bot. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want her to
that's
suffer.
but that's a manual. That's a manual verify you can pick up at the end. That's fine.
Because she just announced it on X that she's having network issues. And like Presh Mimi was here, and Presh Mimi's always here. You know, like I feel bad, but then if I do it for them, how do I not do it for everybody else? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I'm gonna take one more picture now, and I'm gonna go
That's
through.
why I
my
don't run
list.
giveaways, guys. That's why I don't
That's
run
why-
giveaways no more.
Giveaways are a pain in the ass.
They are a pain in the ass.
I took a second picture. I'm gonna add Virion in there, and make sure that
People ask me like, why do you write reward distribution as a skill on your like resume essentially when I'm applying for jobs, like experience with reward distribution in a timely manner. You know, like they wonder why I put that there, and I'm like, oh, you've never actually hosted a giveaway, have you? Oh, okay, got it. Understood.
giveaways are rough.
Oh,
Giveaways
dude,
are like
it's
the
one
biggest
thing
pain in the
just to,
ass in the
just to make
world.
sure you pick names fairly, right? But then you have to get them the stuff. Then you actually have to distribute the prizes, right? Sounds easy enough, right? Just send it to them. It's a blockchain.
Garion's
It's
added in
easy.
there. Presh Mimi is added in there
Yeah,
because
get out
Presh
of here
Mimi
with
is
that.
always here. I see Token Seeker I didn't have him there. Token Seeker, Xavier is in there. Tony is in there. Ruthie is not in there. So let me add Ruthie in there. Ruthie. TJ is in there. I'm pretty sure. Yep. TJ, Authority, Umhaj. I'm pretty sure I added Umhaj. Yep. Haj is in there. Haj is in there. Erebo, Pluto Sun, Better, Arshmallow. I think I've got most of the people in here actually. Leoton. I don't think I have Leoton though. Oh, I do have Leoton. Good shit. Better, Arshmallow, Sarah. I'm pretty sure I have Arshmallow and Sarah. Yep. MD, Quinn, Oizomsi, Salty, Nero, as Crystal Gem, Diana Crypto, Just for Hustling, Starlight, MK. Try to make sure I didn't miss anybody. MK, OX Danny, I know I got. Crypto Ball, I'm pretty sure I got. Your Study, Thoy DM, Diamond. I mean, we called you here because of fucking Virion. So like,
Oh, I'm not worried about Virion.
yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, if I'm gonna do one, I gotta fucking be fair, you know, dude. Like, it sucks. Um,
Harris cares, everybody.
I know. I want to be as fair as possible with everything, and it's a pain in the ass because that means that like sometimes the negative aspects of the negative people get through still. I don't think I have Jay, so Jay managed to slide in too. So that's good. I like that at least. People that I know are there all the time.
Fuck. Excuse me, guys.
That's because you can't chat with everybody, Virion. But at least you can see what's going on while you're on there. So, bless you.
Thank you. Ugh,
Okay, so I don't have Mr. Ken in here. Mr. Ken,
I've been feeling sick like for the last 2 days, dude. Ugh.
because they're freaking cold, bro.
I
Cold
guess.
is
It's
ridiculous.
just not been great. It's just not been great.
Oh, Prish Mimi is in this picture too. Good. So I'm not just adding her. Fred, dude. I'm pretty sure I got dude. Dude. June. I do not have. I don't think. June. Nope. June. I should have Axel. Yes, I got Axel. Izura. I think I got Izura. Yes. Day. I'm pretty sure I don't have him. Good. I'll add him. Faith Oma is in there. Ela Aria, I don't think I got. I might have. I do have Ela. Oh, because I named it Ela Asia. Sorry, buddy. Ethan Luna. Ethan is in there. Okay, Hazel Nova is in there. Sieg's in there. McMoore is in there. Shane. Uzbekistan. Nairov. Not in there. Okay. Oma, I don't think I got. No, I didn't get Oma. You guys got lucky. Prosy, I'm pretty sure I don't have. You guys came in just as I ended up screwing up and, well, not screwing up, but ended up deciding to do another photo. Vodka. I didn't add vodka before. Vodka. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Kiyu and Gaiet. Alright. And Gok. Nope. Who's this? Lee Lumo? I don't remember seeing Lee Lumo before. Welcome in, friend. It's always good to have new friends. I'm pretty sure I went over Ruthie before. Yep, and added her in. Good. Erebo, Umhaj, through DM I have. Your study I have. Epsilon, did I miss you? I think I might have missed you, Epsilon. No, I got you. Hazel Nova's in there, and Gakon, Diamond, Queen Bee, King David, Oma, Ez is in there. Frontiers, let me make sure I got Ferocity. Yes, got you. Make sure I got Velocity. Got you. J. Mark the Great. Did I get Mark? Yes, I got Mark. I got Taco. I got Monday. That's it, guys. It's time for the Ducks. It's time for the Ducks. You ready for the... Oh, wait. Did I miss King? Yeah, I missed King. No, I got King. Never mind. You're good. Control C. I got a woodpecker outside. I got to figure out what kind it is. I love woodpeckers. Woodpeckers are great. Why'd everybody get so quiet?
Because it was so exciting listening to you list names.
Was it? Was it really? Everybody was so
It was the
excited to
most
make sure that they
exciting.
were hearing Arkansas. You missed this one. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna be a little unfair today, but Arkansas is always here and hasn't won anything yet. So I'm gonna make an exception. See, this is where Annie becomes a problem. Like where exceptions become a problem. Though Annie's the only other person I see here that hasn't been included. So I'm gonna toss Annie in too and just say fuck it because I can because I'm him. Um, so fuck it. Arkansas and Annie are added. I am fine. You're in there, Mayor. I got you. No, I know you're honest about it, but you're always here, and you know, like fuck that. No, you've been added. Damn it. I'd rather be fair and inclusive of the people that are always here. Okay? Than to be fair and inclusive for the people who show off on one-offs and show off at the last second to get the fucking prizes. Okay? Nero, you won the other day. You're not allowed to win today. I'm gonna remove no. I'm not that much of an asshole. But let's go. So then come and join the Discord, Virion. All right, we've got 85 names. We're ready to go. Virion's like, shut up. You know I can't. Virion, I can't see your message even. That sucks. But you guys ready to quack? We're gonna do 2 minutes. Oh shit, no, not 10 minutes. We're gonna do 2 minutes, and we're gonna do Duck Race of Life today. Okay? Because I would like to save my voice for some streaming over the weekend. So 85 names. We've got 85 people. Shoddy, you late, you bum. Gonna make me do this? You know what? You're the only one, and you and Abdul Maroop. So that's it. That's it. I'm completely done now. Shani and Abdul Maroop. And that's it. That's it. You guys are done. Ready, steady, quack! Damn it. Oh, wait. Ah, joking. Never mind. Ready, steady, quack! Let's go. Let's see who's going to get it. See who's gonna get it. Mubank 4 is in the lead with Lee Moo. Lee. Damn it.
Lee. Lee.
Let's see. We've got McMoore and Aloba. Oh, Thoi Liu. Virion falling back with her bright red nose. All right, Rudolph Virion over here. We got Victoria 1080 pushing the lead. Vodka coming up. We've got a minute and a half left, though. It's not going to happen anytime soon. So those people in the lead are probably not going to be in the lead for long. Let's go. I keep getting bings from my friggin' Twitch or my live stream, and nothing's coming through. So if you're saying something, Virion, I tried, but I can't see it. Quack! Yeah, Arkansas, quack! Quack for your duck, damn it! Arkansas needs to win! Arkansas needs to win! We've got 52 seconds left. Who's gonna take it? I keep getting blings, but I can't see it. I'm sorry, Virion. I know you're chatting, but I can't see it. Abdul Maroop, nope. King David in the lead now. We've got Diana Crypto pulling up from the back. Arshmallow zooming to the front. Is Arshmallow going to take this too? Arshmallow has had one hell of a week. This dude has won so many times with Gardic. Oh, no, and he's falling back. We've got June in the lead. 14 seconds left. Prosy coming to the front. Is Prosy going to take the win? 8 seconds. Nope. Here comes Virion. Virion taking the lead. Is Virion going to win it? Virion wins. Let's friggin' go. Virion, congratulations. If I had not added you in, you would not have won. Holy shit. So Virion has won the first of 3. Next up, come on, Arkansas. You got to get your ducks rolling. Your ducks got to swim faster. Ready, steady, and quack. Let's go. Back duck in the lead. Pager followed by Tony. Tony kind of taking the lead right now, though. We got a minute and 50 seconds left. Let's see. They're not actually racing, Haj. This is all random generated. So in 2 minutes, the winner's decided randomly by RNGesus. And RNGesus does not love half of these guys here lately. They've had such bad luck. They have been rejected by the gods of fortune. What is that star name? What the fuck? Do you see that, Maddox?
No.
Right here. Star.
Playing off the grid.
Oh, you're focused. Yeah, we lost the star one. I don't know where it went. But there was a.
How did you put in? Maybe you'd have to check who you're entering here.
That's weird. All right, we've got 50 seconds left. We've got Emmy in the lead currently. TJ pulling up the rear. Frontiers pushing up. We've got Zubik coming up from behind. Mick Moore. Arkansas's got Grandma Duck. Grandma's not moving too fast lately. I don't know. Who's going to take it? Arkansas. You did try. Leoton pushing to the front. We've got 26 seconds left. 24 seconds left. Who's going to take it? Epsilon coming up from the rear. We've got King pushing. Oh, and everybody just shifted. RNGesus playing a factor in this race. Let's go. Who do we have? We've got Emmy, Crystal Gem, and Dev in the front. But it looks like Token Seeker, Axel Gilberto, Leoton. Oh, Axel Gilberto is going to take the win. Congratulations, Axel Gilberto. The duck is a grandma. It looks like a grandma. Each duck has a costume. Don't underestimate grandma. Oh, I thought you said don't understand grandma duck. Apparently, I don't understand English either, so it's great. Let's go. We've got Axel Gilberto and we've got Virion so far. So Axel and Virion. All right. Last but not least, We've got the third and final race. We're going to shuffle her up a little bit. We're going to get some shuffles. Actually, wait. I need to check that friggin' name because I don't know why it came up as star, 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 star. Maybe it's because I had a space in there? Where's Nerov? Nerov? Oma? Frosty? Oh, these are all shuffled now, so it doesn't even matter. Alright. I imagine it's from spacing, though.
Maybe. Maybe, baby.
There we go. Set. Alright. Ready. Steady. And quack! Let's go! Velocity pushing up to the front at the wrong time of the race. Come on, Velocity. Pick a better time to use all your energy. All your RNGs is being used in the beginning of the game. Your fave girly, Crypto Ball, TJ. We've got Prosy in the lead again. Prosy falling back hard. MD and Ferocity tied for first right now. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. We've got Dev slowly pushing his way to the front. Maybe he's pacing himself enough that he'll take it. We've got Presh Mimi in the back there. Arshmello coming up. Taco moving to the front. King David and Ethan Luna up there. Salty and King pushing up from the rear. Who's going to take the win? Fred buzzing his way to the front. Mr. Ken. Abdul Maroop. Who do we got? Who's going to take the win today? And we've got, looks like Starlight. Nope, Starlight might be a little too early to push to the front, man. I don't know. Haj is in the lead, though. Haj is going to fall back. Is Haj going to come back forward again? Haj is going to take that first place spot. We've got Quinn with Grandma Duck this time. Where's Arkansas? Arkansas in the back with the purple duck. Looking for Arkansas. Oizamsi pushing up to the front. Let's see. We've got Starlight holding that lead pretty hard. King David and Taco coming up. Token Seeker and Dev coming up. Oh, everybody falling back with the last 17 seconds to go. I see a purple hat pushing to the front. Leoton. Annie pushing up. Annie may be taking it. 8 seconds left. And Annie falls back. Nero and Emmy pushing to the front. Is it going to be Emmy or Nero? It's Emmy! Emmy for the first time in God knows how long, taking a win. Congratulations, Emmy. It is nice to see you on the winner board once again. You used to win them all the time, bro. All the time. But now you finally won one again. Hopefully we can keep your winning streak up. Congratulations. Remember, as always, make sure to open your tickets with your ERC20 USDT wallet address. I cannot wait for this bot to come in so that I can start just having to take snapshots for me and outputting a text format so then I could just copy paste right in and then I will not have to worry. But yeah. This was a good time, guys. I appreciate you, Maddox, for coming out and hanging out with us and helping to give us some more information on lighting and stuff because that's something that we've definitely needed. because these guys were a little confused. Wow, 36 of you guys watching from the stands. So we had 20 extra people jump on in the last fucking 10 minutes while we're trying to do duck races. That's kind of crazy. You guys like the duck? I should just do duck races all day. I'd have a following. Jeez. Like literally, I had like 16 people when I was adding Virion's name. It's up at 36. 20 extra people just jumped on to hear me talk about the Ducks racing. I think that's what it is. I got to start practicing my shout casting for duck races. No, here I'm talking about on my live stream. Oh yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Maddox
I
ain't so
know.
crazy now, huh?
I never said that you were crazy.
Nope.
I just said that
don't
I have to try to be fair in some way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And I'm trying to be fair to you.
I know, and I'm trying not to be taken advantage of or let the other members of the community be pushed out of wins and shit because of that. But it's something that we can't say 100% somebody is a bot or somebody is a multi-account,
Oh,
which
no.
is where it becomes troublesome. Because if there was a way for me to guarantee that I could boot every duplicate account that tries to fucking win, I would do it 100%. I don't care if I'm only giving it away to 10 people. 100%. I would fucking do that. But because I can't do that, guess what? I try to be as fair as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Mayor. Who you saying bye to? Saying bye to everybody that didn't show up, or you leaving? He's like, I didn't win. Fuck this. I'm out of here. Time to go practice my photography again. That's another thing. Some of these guys are showing up like after school, after work. Pager's here with me. Did you see the picture from Pager? Sleep well, Mayor. I'll catch you later, buddy. Did you see the picture of Mayor with me on the side of his forklift? Just hanging out while he's working? Like, it was fucking hilarious, dude. I gotta find it. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Pager was chilling, and he's like, yeah, just working, guys. You know, the Taurus time of the day. There it goes. Oh, dude is fucking rocking out the Taurus while he rocks out on the forklift.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, safety first, bro. Make sure that you're not wrecking anything or falling like falling down any ditches or anything, because you're trying to watch and listen to me as you're driving around the warehouse. Oh, it's great. But yeah, guys. So that's that. Let me get rid of this ducks because I keep hearing the quack and it's driving me nuts. All right. Are there any other questions on the subject today for the lighting, for the events, for the game nights, for the To the Moon, or anything like that? And next week Friday, I'm also going to be doing a little more with the planning. Like I'm going to plan between now and then so that I can make sure that we have a really good space, a good topic, or a good subject for us to. Does Maddox know color grading? Bye, Dev. Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
What do you want to know?
What about color grading, Ezia? Why don't you come up here and talk to us? Like,
I like chatting, you know. I like to
I
type.
don't like the sound of my voice.
No, I just wanna know if Maddox can like do a class about color grading or something like that. I think it'll look
I'm not opposed. In what? I'm sorry. I'm like half here, easy. I'm here, but what about color grading? Tell me
no, I
more.
mean I just wanna like learn
All right,
something
I
about
gotta
it.
pull up X. What
Where
is
did you hear
color
the term
grading?
color grading? Yeah, explain.
No, like it's like setting a tone on a certain picture.
Okay. Are you talking about? I just want to make sure I know what you mean. I'm happy to explore and dive into it. Do you mean like in like there's like something we call setting up LUTs? That's something we do in OBS and stuff. Trying to make sure that our color um, range is like set um, before we stream. Just like lighting kind of changing, like being able to set a constant and not have it change up on us so much. We set up a LUT, which kind of like defines the colors that are allowed to present. Oh fuck! Sorry, playing. Look, I just.
He's playing off the grid, trying to get the hexes out.
Sorry, Easy. This is me. Just yeah. So yeah, I color grading.
So yeah, she
Yeah, we
put
can
something up
talk
here,
about
horror,
color.
drama, action.
It's a, huh?
She
What?
just posted an image here, horror, drama, action for like the different shades of color and how they like affect you when you're looking at
Oh,
them.
you want to talk
Yeah.
color theory? We can talk color theory. Yeah, for sure. Color grading is, I'm reading this right now, a post-production process in filmmaking and video editing to alter the appearance of an image for presentation, often to establish a specific mood or visual style. Yes. So yes, same. Yeah, we can talk about that for sure. Usually like the rule of thumb or like the typical you know, not the rule of thumb, but like the basics are like, cooler, like think about like what temperature, like what colors are associated with which types of seasons or feelings or there's a lot to discuss in color theory, which is really, really fun. And oh no. There's a lot we can talk on that and like why you would pick a specific color over another to get the type of mood for your audience that you want. So yeah, there's plenty to talk about there. But it might be more of a shorter video. Might be something I can do pretty simply, or maybe in just like a one shot, if you will. Maybe we could. I'll think about that and see if I can drum up enough to talk about for an hour on it. I wouldn't mind.
I mean, I'm sure we can do something with color, and even if we can't go into color for a full hour, we can do color end. Like there's always another topic that we can add into like the color theme. No?
Oh, we could. Yeah. Nothing stopping us from talking about anything. Oh yeah, like we could do multiple things, like add color theory alongside something else.
Shadowing or contrast or like I mean shadowing doesn't really
We kind of
fall
did that
under
with light.
color.
We did that with lighting, shadows and stuff. I mean,
Well, I'm
Eh.
talking about like effects and stuff, sort of like the Canva 101, how we were talking about like the different effects, like how you have like the back shadow or the drop and stuff like that, and like kind of pushing on that again because it's an important thing that we don't see too often,
Um,
and it really does make an image pop compared to like an image without the shadow. So
oh yeah,
definitely.
layers and stuff.
Yeah, layers, shadowing, effects, backdrops, lift, how to use them effectively. I'm streaming this thing instead of it's getting annoying
It would
because
definitely be like a Canva 102.
yeah, no, I mean Canva 102 for the color and everything wouldn't be a bad idea too, like because color goes a lot into like how the image results in the end, shadows and the layers that you put over it for like filtering light and stuff too, also ends up filtering depending on how you change the color on that backdrop or that layer, that filter layer. If you use a different color, it changes the style of it completely. So there's a lot of
Yes.
options there. So yeah, again, anybody have any questions about anything? Lighting 101 for the contest for the events coming up next week, Tuesday, Thursday. We've got game night into the moon coming up. We've got Toxic 55 and Caesar 100x Caesar coming to join us. We've got I got to figure out what next week's contest is even going to be on. I know we did pin it to win it. We've done the lighting. We've done. Got to figure out next week. Next week's one of your off weeks, right, Maddox? So Monday I'm gonna have to figure something out for the topic of the day too. And Friday we're gonna do the stage space. So we're gonna have it where you guys can come up on space on X and chat and get used to everything. So that's another thing. So yeah, we're gonna have quite a few events going on next week, like we always do. Events after events after events. Only this time I'm gonna have a couple extra new hosts with me, which is gonna be good. So
Nice.
sounds
Camera
good, girly.
settings. I wish I was
Camera
100%
settings.
qualified to do camera settings if we wanted to do manual camera settings. I wish I'm
We can do,
I'm
we,
too
we can
far
do a
away
late
from
day
it.
one and get your wife to do it.
Uh, she's probably too far away from it too. It's been a while. It's been a
Yeah,
while for both of us. She was really into it a few years ago, and she's been to
yeah.
courses and classes on it. I can tell you, she was in school for it for like a year and a half, and still is not any kind of pro about it. She knows
Yeah.
enough to be dangerous at a wedding or stuff, but we're both we take what we need when we need it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's
Mostly
that's
just
how
using
you should
concepts.
approach it realistically. When you
I
need
don't
to
do
learn a
enough
concept,
photography on
learn
a
it.
regular basis. Yeah, I don't do enough photography on a regular basis for a manual settings course per se. It's a huge topic, and then honestly, like I said, she did it for a year and a half, where like one semester would be on like some of the settings, some of them, not all of them. So it's not it's not a quick shot kind of thing.
All
That's my
right.
fear on that.
So
Yeah,
we're
but
about
we'll
we're
figure
about
it
to
out.
wrap it up today. I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
end the live now. Thank you everybody who decided to jump in and hang out and watch us ramble on about random shit for 2 hours. Um, from lighting to AI robots and politics. We've got a little bit of everything going on here. We're very much a media server. We're focused on politics. We're focused on global news. We're focused on finance. We're focused on Web3, blockchain, the different happenings within all of Web3 for the industry. I'm a gamer, so my focus is very much on the niche of gaming. I'm looking forward to having some people come in and host some events for politics and global news, maybe like a State of the Union kind of deal where we get some people come in and talk about what's happening in current events. I also want to get some people in for actual trend analysis and like the 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 nerdy aspects of trading to help you level up your trading game. Of course, everything we have is NFA, DYOR. Do your own research, not financial advice. So always make sure that you're verifying information. Anybody I bring up here should be more than qualified to talk about whatever it is they're going to talk about. So I'm kind of trusting of them, but at the same time, I want you guys to remember those statements all the time, DYOR, because you want to make sure that the information that you're processing is always the information that you actually need and not just something that somebody believes, because people can lead you astray, you know? And they may think they're doing the right thing and it may work for them, but it may not always work for everybody. And if you're not using the information properly, which happens too, you may get wrecked. So always be careful out there and never play with more than you can afford to lose. But yeah, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us, Maddox. Thank you, Easy, for coming up and asking your questions. Maddox will be up here again, not this following Monday, but the next Monday with another event for another subject. Where maybe we'll do Canva 102, maybe we'll do CapCut 102, maybe we'll start to get into like some of the more advanced stuff on creation and tooling. It, we'll find out and we'll announce it before then. I appreciate you guys again. Thank you again. Come in, be a friend. We're always doing events. We're always doing giveaways. I'm always recording live. Most of my focus with the lives are for people to be able to have access to this later on so that they do not have to worry about missing something or a piece of information about a contest or event that we have coming up. And I can just post the link and they're good to go. But yeah, thanks again. I'll catch you guys later. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, come be a friend. Derp, I completely missed my spiel. I was too busy talking about everything else that's going on. I completely missed to tell you to come be a friend at www.discord.gg/CJ and friends. I will see you guys in the server. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna play some games. We added Gardic, so everybody's just chilling in the activities and bots channel lately, just doing G.restart and trying to guess the images. So that's been entertaining too. I will catch you guys later. Tars Rush out.